So the last of the Yeti videos here. I was going to do one with the little cup. It was I actually made the video. It was snowing, freezing cold out, and I made some hot chocolate in it. It was super hot, and I set it out, let it sit out in the snow for an hour. Came back to it. It still burned. So I just didn't do it. But that was one I probably won't ever get around to it because I think I lost it. But so the cup thing is good for cold and hot. But the Yeti Hopper here. So this is the original Yeti Hopper. It has basically one fatal flaw with it. So the original one has a flat top. Now the new design, it comes up sort of, you unzip it this way, it comes up to an angle, which is a much better design because the way this is made, around the whole thing in the bottom, it has a soft insulation going all the way around it. But up top, there's no insulation at all. It's just the rubber material and this top material up here. There's no insulation. So if you're filling it up with something and it's sitting, it's fine. But a couple of times I've taken it out. You're at an outing or whatever, and you toss it up. The name for what they are escapes me, but you know those things, the hatch turtle shell things that you put on top of the car. So a couple of times I've just thrown it up there, still full of like ice and drinks and stuff. And when it's like this, all of the ice and drinks come down here and are resting at this area where there's zero insulation whatsoever. So what happens is you come back to it, especially if it's a hot out or whatnot. You come back to it the next day, and everything's not only melted, but the water's hot in there, not keeping cold at all. So basically, the one fatal flaw with your old, I won't say old, but original Yeti Hopper is it has to be sitting basically upright for it to retain that level of coldness inside, or else there's nothing here and it just warms up basically. I guess it has to do with heat rising. So if the heat's rising here and there's no insulation, it's escaping. If it's coming through here and it's coming through here, it just gets up here and gets trapped in the insulation. So your Yeti Hopper, your original one, has to be sitting upright.